Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Jasmine. I make videos about literally everything, so just go ahead and subscribe because there's something on my channel that you're gonna vibe with. I think it's really rude that my Roomba just interrupted me. And there it goes again. Hold please. So today we're going to be talking about why your relationships never work out and what you can do to attract actual love and a real connection with somebody who's going to last with you, not something that's going to be short-lived and then die out, or something toxic that you end up feeling very stuck in. Something new that I do want to start doing before my videos, especially if they're going to be advice videos like this one, or if they're going to be any type of spiritual videos, I do want to start lighting sage just to get good energy going in the room or cleanse any bad energy that may be lingering. The reason behind my practice is just, yes, both to clear any bad energy, but also because I just want you guys to understand that all that I do and all that I say to you guys is all done in love and light and with good intention. And also just a disclaimer, I am not saying that following my advice is going to be proven to give you any exact results, but it is me saying that more than likely this is your issue, and if you fixed this, you would find love. All right, so let's start by burning the red blood sage. I also have my Palo Santo candle, which is also for good energy and good luck, lit as well. So we have all the good vibes going in the room. Now let's get into the video. If you are here hoping to find an easy solution, hoping that I'm gonna tell you it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, then you're really mistaken. I am here to give you the truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. Why, oh why is it that we continuously attract these toxic connections? You know why, guys? Because the age-old saying that still rings true: we accept the love that we think we deserve. Play it back. We accept the love that we think we deserve. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Whatever your perception is on love is what you feel you deserve. So, when you were taught what love was as a child, that's how you perceived it. And if it was something that was unhealthy or toxic, you now have a broken, unhealthy, toxic relationship with love, right? In order to truly understand why we attract toxic connections, we must first understand why we're attracted to toxic connections. Now, the only way to do this is to resolve unresolved childhood trauma, right? So that means that we now have to tap into places about us that we're a little uncomfy with, like our shadow selves, our inner child, and we have to go figure out why our perception on what love is so screwed up. Now, how do we do this? I'm glad you asked. Pick a trauma, any trauma, all right? I'll take abandonment issues for 1,500. Listen, figure out what your childhood trauma is, my dear, okay? Now, I'm gonna give you a list of some common childhood traumas right over here. Now, this doesn't mean that these things happened from your parents. It could have been any significant adult figure, or even, it doesn't necessarily have to be an adult, but somebody who you thought was supposed to love you. Mom, dad, guardian, aunt, uncle, cousin. Trauma changes who you are inside as a person. It sculpts and shapes your nervous system and how it functions. So when you go through trauma, your nervous system starts to readapt because you're in survival mode. Because something happened to you or somebody did something to you, you now have this perception of love that is broken and toxic and insecure. And you believe that these unworthy connections are the love that you deserve because you've been taught from your childhood trauma that that's what love is. You have to unlearn that. So your inner child forms defense mechanisms to protect yourself once a childhood trauma has occurred. If your trauma is abandonment, it creates a false belief that you're not good enough. And the defense mechanism that you're likely to form is searching for love connections within people who are emotionally unavailable. You search for unhealthy connections with people who are emotionally unavailable, because you're already used to that pain and that hurt, and you've already gone through it and found ways to cope with it and built walls around yourself and defense mechanisms. So you know ultimately that if this person leaves you at the end of the day, it can never truly hurt you the way that it would if you would search for someone healthy to love you, because you've already been hurt by whoever abandoned you. And it helps you defend yourself from actual pain. Now, this one is specifically close to my heart because it is my number one trauma. I am enough is one of my tattoos because I have an intrusive belief that I am not good enough, and it stems into every aspect of my life, not just romantic connections. Let's say that your trauma is emotional abuse, okay? Maybe you grew up in a household where your parents taught you that children are to be seen and not heard, right? So then your false belief is that your opinions and your voice doesn't matter, and your defense mechanism is to never open up to people, to never communicate in relationships, to never be open and honest about how you're feeling about things, because you were raised to believe that your voice doesn't matter. So now when you're in romantic connections, you tend to have an issue with expressing how you're feeling or communicating with your partner or being open and honest about things, and it might frustrate them and it might push them away because they just want to talk to you. They just want to dig deeper, but you're not letting them in because you are so afraid of what might happen to you if you do let them in, because somebody hurt you and made you believe that you should never express your feelings and emotions. So your subconscious belief is what attracts the relationships towards you. Therefore, you cannot attract a connection that is worthy of you because you think that you are worthless. So you need to redefine your relationship with your worth. You could go to therapy to heal your inner child and spend a bunch of money or, do whatever. But I recommend just doing the free and most simple and probably best method, even better than going out to therapy, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with therapy. I go to therapy too. But the number one way that I say you can heal your inner child is by doing shadow work. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example of what shadow work is and what it looks like so you understand how to work with it. So I'm somebody who believes that I'm not good enough. So every time I start to notice something, right, like something's off about any situation, I'll start to try and diagnose why. I wrote this down so that I can explain this to you. Okay, so my example. I'm sad that my Instagram picture didn't get more likes. Why does that make me sad? Because it means that not a lot of people thought it was a good picture. Why do I care what other people think? Because I want other people to like me. Why do I care if other people like me? Because if other people like me, then it means I'm valuable. Why does being liked make me valuable? Because it means that I'm special. Why does being special matter to me? Because if I'm special, then I'm worthy. Worthy of what? Love? Friends, money, happiness, success? Does that mean that people who aren't special are unworthy of those things? No. So why am I? My value does not lie in the hands of others, nor does it depend on being impressive. I don't have to impress somebody to earn their affection and their love. And if I do, then that's not love, and that's toxic, and that's unhealthy, and I shouldn't crave that. You have to heal your relationship with your inner child, heal your relationship with yourself, mend your relationship with love, and attract healthy connections. If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. Figure out what makes you uncomfortable and sit in it. My personal example, being alone, right? My dad had a wife and 2 kids. He cheated on his wife with my mom and got her pregnant with me. He didn't want me from jump. He tried everything in his power to get my mom to abort me. He did everything he could to express to her that it would be a bad idea for her to have me, and he tried very hard to avoid me. I was taught from a young age that this is what real love looks like from the love that my mother gave me. But my dad showed me not only is he going to stay with his wife and raise his other 2 kids, but he's also going to have 2 more kids after me. And he's going to be in all 4 of their lives, but not mine. And for me, it's one thing for my parents not to be together, sure. But why doesn't my dad want to be in my life? And how come he wants to raise his other kids, even the ones he had after me, but he doesn't want to raise me? It's okay if they're not going to be together, but why can't he just want to be there? Because my dad set that perception in me that I wasn't good enough, it caused a domino effect. I started seeking validation through partners, and I would change everything about myself to become who this person would want me to be so that I could maybe be good enough to earn their love. Because what I believed, it's not that my dad ever told me I wasn't good enough. It was him showing me by not being in my life, but being in all 4 of my siblings' lives and raising them and being a dad to them. He showed me that I didn't deserve the same love that my siblings deserved. He showed me that I wasn't good enough to get that love. So I formed this perception that I have to do everything in my power to earn it. I have to figure out what it is that makes me not good enough and fix that so that I can be good enough. My problem was that I spent my entire life thinking that if I were to finally attain the love of somebody who was emotionally unavailable, just like my dad was, then maybe that would mean that I was good enough. And not just for love, not just for that romantic connection, but good enough, period. Not believing that I'm good enough has kept me in toxic work environments for too long. Like my last job, I was there for 4.5 years because I didn't think I was a good enough server to move on to a different company that was more high end. And that's my childhood trauma speaking, right? And funny enough, I've actually won top server at my new job because I'm so good at what I do. And so you can see how like this limiting belief doesn't just affect you in one aspect of your life, it affects you in so many aspects of your life. You've got to learn how to let that shit go. Heal your relationship with inner child, work on your relationship with self, change your relationship to love, and then you will have a healthy connection. This is a video that is very close and near to my heart, and I hope that other people relate to this and understand the reason you're not attracting the correct kind of love is because you don't really know what love is supposed to feel like, or you don't really understand what love is. You have to redefine your relationship to love. You have to do the shadow work. And I'm not perfect. I want you guys to understand that even though I come on here and give you guys advice, sometimes I'm in the middle of finding these things for myself, right? Like, I actually just got out of a relationship because I realized something. I found somebody who would treat me correctly, who loved me unconditionally, who treated me right, who showed me why I'm valuable, and I still wasn't happy with her. And then I realized something. I'm not happy with her because I'm not happy with me. Until I work on these limiting beliefs about myself, I will never actually form healthy connections. Even if I'm choosing healthy partners and not choosing toxic connections, I still am not having healthy connections. Because why? Because I don't love myself. That's why they say that self-love is the immense form of love, because you can not love someone if you do not love yourself, okay? So don't think that the fix is just to start searching for a more healthy partner. It's not about what your partner can heal within you. It's about you healing yourself. Okay, so I got out of that relationship and I still went searching for a connection that wasn't quite giving me enough effort, and I wanted it more than I wanted anything in the world. But at some point recently, I've had to realize that I can't keep letting somebody treat me like I'm not good enough for them and then like falling in love with that. It's not healthy. I have got to cut off any type of dating, friends with benefits, situationship, if I ever actually want to feel what love feels like. So I am now on this path of not allowing any romantic connections to form, because I need to form an intense love connection with myself and rebuild my idea and my understanding of love. So right now I'm actually just focusing on myself and my friendships and my career path and my goals, and I'm going to make them happen. And in time, when you work through those things and you don't go searching for that love, spirit and the universe and God and whatever it is that you believe in will bring to you a healthy love connection. And it could be with somebody brand new, or it could be with somebody who you already had a connection with in the past, or somebody who you still kind of wanted to see things out with. But until you've healed yourself and you've done that self-love and you've done that work, you can't have those things because you aren't ready for them. They aren't in alignment with you. And right now, I am not in alignment with a healthy love connection because my idea on love is still so screwed up because of my dad and my childhood trauma. I'm just comfortably working through that and, allowing friendships and new connections with friends to form. The best relationships form anyway when you take them very slowly and you get to know people as friends first, because then they show you their true colors. They show you how they are when they're angry, when they're stressed, when they're upset. You get to really know somebody before you decide if you want to be with them intimately, sexually, emotionally. And when you are full and abundant and you are very healed, the universe isn't going to hold romantic love from you. It's going to send it your way. Trust me. Just trust in the process and trust in the universe and trust in yourself and find that self-love. And once you find that, I promise you, you're going to find a love that sets you on fire. It's going to be something you've never felt before. It's going to spark a feeling in you that you don't even understand. And yeah. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And really quickly before I go, exciting news. So I am going to start doing tarot readings on my channel. So let me know down below what kind of readings you guys want, because I want to do tarot readings. I want to do oracle readings. I want to do message readings, like message from your person, love readings, zodiac readings, all of the readings. And they're going to be for the collective. I will do pick a card readings. I am so excited. Oh my God. If you're into astrology, if you're into tarot, if you're into crystals, if you're into spirituality, let me know what kind of videos you want, because that is my whole vibe. And I can see that on this channel, we are still going to do a little bit of everything, but spirituality is definitely going to be coming in here heavily, because I am finding my way and my path right now by connecting to spirituality. And I am always open, honest, and truthful with you guys about where I'm at in my life. And right now I am working on finding my way, and I'm doing it spiritually. So anything that you guys want to see related to spiritual stuff or tarot or anything, please leave it down below. I would be so excited to show you guys that and to teach you guys more about it. I'm very into it. But yeah, so I love you guys very, very much, and thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified every time I upload new videos. Follow me on my social media so that you can keep up with me more frequently and you don't miss anything. And I'm sending you guys all good vibes, love, and light. I love you very, very much, and bye.